They dry out in my lids all the time. There, quickly did it. Alright, so it looks like there's some red apples and some yellow apples. Looks like kind of a greenish looking apple. And so we're just going to do the best that we can. Let's start with this one right here. We'll start with this one. That dog. She just likes to bark. Bark, 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 bark. Bark, 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 bark. I'm curving my apple around. I don't know if y'all notice how I'm doing this, but I'm just kind of curving inward. Kind of curving that inward. And then we're going to have we'll just play around with this. It is better if you work on, sometimes I will do like a whole bunch of red and like go all over and do my red. Let's just do one apple at a time and see how we do with it. That way we can blend our colors a little better. And I was hoping to be able to blend some color into this. We can take a little touch of white and do a little white on it. Has a little bit right through here. Are y'all seeing nothing but hand? I'm so sorry. I'm going to take a little white here, but we'll probably come back in and add a little touch of yellow to some of that. And I'm going to add a little white through here. And again, we'll probably come back in with some yellow. Painting apples shouldn't, I mean, they're not as hard as you think they are. It just, you have to keep in mind the flow of how your apple goes. You know, it's what you gotta do. You gotta keep in mind what direction your apple's going. And add a little touch of highlight to it here and there. I'm gonna brighten it up right here with that red. Remember, we have like a little shadow underneath here. Let's get our yellow out. Should have already had my yellow out. I will try to remember to put a cap on it. Cap my bottle. See? Capped my bottle. I love those soda caps. I do. We're going to add a little touch of yellow to our painting here. To our apple. I'm hoping you're seeing what I'm doing. This apple had a little bit of yellow on it. And I can tell my red is kind of mixing in with it. That's okay. It's alright. Looking good, and I have to compliment myself because y'all not able to do it for me. It's looking good. I tickle myself sometimes. It's like add a little touch of white in that. Brighten it up even more. I'm using a fairly dry brush for this. I am going to go ahead and wet my brush though and try to blend these colors in a little more. If I rub too much though, I'll lose some of my yellow on here. So anyways, let's put a little touch of black inside here. So that it looks like that there's a little bit of a stem. I'm going to give it a little knob. I'm going to try that little knob again. And come down. That way it looks like that there's a little bit of a stem there. Alright. I'm going to touch my yellow, then I'm going to touch my white, and I'm going to try to blend a little more right in here. Didn't like how I had it, so I'm going to touch my white again, put a little white up here, pulling it down. Get my red, and I'm going to put some more red through here, and I'm going to kind of bring a little of that red into my yellow here, give it kind of an orangey like tint. Remember to pull it down, kind of curve. Keep in mind that your apple is curved. Some other colors that are good to use is barn red is nice to use on when you're doing apples. Look what I did. Did y'all see what I did? I have to fix that. I'm gonna try to just kind of rub that off. There we go. I rubbed it off. I'm gonna use a little more white. And I'm going to bring that white part here out a little more. Keep in mind the direction of your apple when you're doing that. Okay, keep in mind that direction of the apple. Add a little more sparkle here, a little more sparkle there. Sparkle. Alright, I mean, spent way too. I won't spend as much time on my other apples. I just wanted to kind of show you a little bit more about how you can paint an apple. So I probably won't do that with all of these. Well, I can't. I won't have time to do it with all of them. But I just wanted to kind of give you the idea. I'm going to bring a little black. No, I forgot to. Y'all see what I did? Make sure you pick up on that right away. I forgot to dab my brush, and so therefore I had a really wet brush. All I'm doing is adding a little dark to my apple here. Remember what I said about the outside being darker? It will round it off more. I'm going to go over it with red. I just wanted some darkness to my red here. There we go. There. Now it looks like our apple's rounded off more. Kind of blend those colors in a little. There we go. I like that. Yeah. There's me an apple. I'm going to leave that apple and go on over here to this one here, so that y'all can see how to do this one. Alright, I'm going to start by putting white on the top slice section. I didn't tell you you needed lime green, but if you add a little green to your regular green and yellow, of course you'll have your lime green. It does look like in the center there's a little bit of a lime green color. Or just get your lime green out. You could do that too. I'm going to add a little touch of yellow to this. I'm going to wet my brush because I can tell my brush is not cooperating with me at all. Did better when I wetted it. This will take forever to upload because I'm doing the full version. So I don't know when it will get uploaded onto the art page. But I do hope that you will enjoy it when it does get uploaded. A little yellow. I'm just kind of switching back and forth, white and yellow, till I get that look I want. Got me a big glob of white because I noticed there was some little divots in my rock there. But that's okay because I want it to lighten that part of the apple anyways. I am going to get my lime green. It's parakeet. It's actually parakeet. Parakeet. So I'm going to use my lime green. And I am going to put a little bit of that lime green towards the center there. I just feel like it looks a little limey to me. And if you feel like it's too green, you can always come back in with a little touch of yellow on it, which I think I will. Maybe a little touch of yellow. This was not a green apple, this was a red apple. So let's put some red in there. I may not have brought my color down as far as I should have. I didn't. I'll be fixing that. We want this to look like a nice little cut apple.